Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Today we're doing a different thing. Gonna show you how to sell wood and inform you. If you don't know, I do sell wood on the end of my road, or at the end of late at the street, and then soon we'll be trying to sell it to the business on my street. I've been doing this for about 2 months, yeah, and I'm still going good and very good at this. But I mean, it's something you get used to, and it's fun. But yeah, 2 months. Grown, made a decent amount of money, and I would like to show how to do it with you guys. Now, of course, minusing the cost for the saran wrap, and then like X, that doesn't count. I've gotten it. So for the for like saran wrap, I would say it's about 20 to $25 each for a big roll, and about 10 to 15 for a small. I have bought two small, so about $20 in one big, which I still have the one big, so I'm gonna round up to $50. I'm still on those. I haven't changed yet. I have a good portion of the small enough, and I still have 7 bundles out by the street, and over 60 bundles of kindling. Over time, I've grown and learned lots of things about this, and yeah, now it's time to pass it down and teach everyone how to. So very fast, we're just gonna go quick. Okay, so now we're in a spreadsheet, and this is gonna just be a very quick example. So what I'll do is I'll post it in the comments, or not comments, I'll post it below. But very fast, let's just go through this quickly. Hold on. Alright, so what we'll do for this, since I'm gonna post it, is we'll name it How to Start a Wood Selling Business. Very simple. So first things first, you want to create a good community. You want to know the area community, so surroundings, location. You want to be in somewhere that's a kind of a small town. So for example, a township. I'm in a township, and I live on right next to the road. So you want area to put a stand. Now that's not all that applies to it. With that also comes many other things, because you can't just put a stand. If you just put a stand, nobody's gonna know how much to sell it for. So you want signs. Now, those signs can't just be one sign. You need a sign for whatever you sell. So do you sell Kindle? Or just wood? Or both? That's the main question. Now what I do is I sell both. It is best to sell, what I've learned is, for prices, you don't want them too high. So kindling is not too expensive. Put it at $3, and you put about, sorry about that, and you put about, I would say 6 to 8 pieces. And all these are leftovers, from leftover tiny pieces. Now, this is meant to, use this as a quick fire starter. So you don't want ash. You don't want ash for this. You want quick burning pieces, or you can use normal wood, like treated wood. Some people don't like that. Don't know why, but I've noticed that throughout selling stuff. Some people don't. Some people do. Kindling is not something that people take off. I have sold, I would say, not even a half, not even a third of what I have. I've sold over 20 wood, and that's big. With that, I've sold 10 kindling, not even, I think 5, no, probably 5, yeah. So you don't sell as much wood as kindling, so this is something set aside. Don't go with more than 1, don't go with more than 2, because with the next price is wood. you want wood to be $7, but with that, you need about 6 to 8 pieces of wood. You don't want to cheapskate them. These are like triangle shapes. Now also with that comes, oh, well, how do I get this stuff if I don't have any money to start? Easy. If you don't have sign up, use cell phone. Alright, so as you can see, it's pretty simple. We have done many things. I've done many things. It's very simple. Many people don't sell them in big wrappings. I do. And so it would have always done, but many people just sell them in squares, which I might start to do. It's a lot of people do like I think it's 5 by 7, no 3 by 7 I think, and it's about $25. That's a good way to start. All you do is build a small square rectangle. For wood, you can either get scraps from the marketplace or get some from your backyard. Very simple. With an axe, you can. A lot of people sometimes will go to the circus, or people that don't have the money will ask their neighbors, "Hey, can I borrow an axe?" or "Hey, can I use this axe for this and this?" And you could get this and this for that. For example, I have neighbors that allow me to cut down trees that have fallen from the backyard. Now, I don't give them anything, but I always tell them that if they want to, feel free to take any amount of wood, just let me know. So, because I've had 2 people steal, understand money is tight, but don't steal, please. But, yeah. So, you can see that it's very simple for that, but with that, it's something you want to focus on. So, of course, it's big on that. Now, it's also how it looks. You don't want the location to be messy. You want it to look clean. But also, you don't want it to look brand new. No brand new stuff. Because that just looks like you bought it and bought it pre-made. You don't want to buy it pre-made. You want to make your own stand. Now, the reason I say this is because with the location, you don't want it to be grassy and block signs. You want your signs to be high off the ground. And you want your price to be on the signs. You don't want them to be at the very bottom or something. Now, with that, kindling, I have my price on the bottom. But my wood price is on top, which is what gets people to stop. Now, of course, this applies. We're also with the best locations are open fields for best view. Second best location are roads, like busy township roads, or town roads. Now, because the third best is always, oops, sorry. Third best is simple. It's just at the end of the street. But you also, what comes with this is a test. you want to have a good stock of wood. Ooh, hold on. Now, the reason I say this is because you're not going to want to cut wood every day. Because that would be burn. Right? Sorry. Can't type right now. So, additionally, not just that, you don't want to sit there and cut wood and kill your back. Now, I made the mistake of cutting all my wood right away. And I was injured. I got injured twice from sleepiness and just pure stuff. Don't cut your wood at night. That's how you get hurt. For example, I slit my finger. I still have a scar from it because it's healed now. I'm all fine. There's a post about it though. But I slit my finger up and said hit with an axe. That was a mistake. I was stuck out. I wasn't focusing. I was sleepy. Just going am now. Whew. Now, I would say cut your wood within 2 to 3 days once you're on those stock. Now, right now, I don't have any backup due to the fact that school's about to start and everyone's coming back from vacation. When school starts, you don't need to have a good start. This is because if you do that, if you're in school or you have work, it's going to kill your back and there's not going to be many sales. So you're just going to be continuing repeating the process, just have nothing happen. You just want to continue like normal. But also with that comes the maintenance. Every day, sometimes multiple times a day, you want 9 times a day, you want to check it. Now the reason for this is because if you sell wood, you have to get the money. Some people will steal it. But also, it's just, you want to check it, you want to make a constant stock. So right now, I have a constant of about, I think 8 right now. And I always keep it at 8. So every time some sells, I put it right back up to 8. Now, you want to fill yours late to the brand, but not recently. You want to make sure people can easily access it, otherwise they're not going to do it. If they can't get it on the first or second try, they're just going to leave. They don't need wood that bad. But if they can get it like right away, it's the easiest spot, boom. That's why I have mine stacked 8 high. Because it allows them to just pick it up immediately, put it in the back of the car. Kindling. It's very difficult. You can either stand it up, but I have it laid down for the weather. Also with the wrapping comes the bugs. Now you might wonder what I mean by this. The moisture. And as soon as you realize what I mean by that, you're understand. The moisture will attract so many bugs, it's actually insane. I don't care about them, but some people do. It's okay. Now, sorry, give me one moment. Now, Chris, you don't want to sit there and not not do it just because of the bugs. I've gotten bitten by so many things, it's unbelievable just by dealing with it. But I continue. They don't harm me. They're living their life. Sorry about that. So, one thing I also do is every time I'm not paying attention, I will have a family member say, oh hey, someone's got wood. Or they'll just be looking outside and they're like, oh hey, someone's here. I don't interact with my customers. You don't want to. Because when you interact with your customers, that tells them you're constantly watching them. And you're going to constantly go out there right after. You don't want to do that. People that don't sell wood don't understand how dangerous it can be. Now, it's not dangerous as in, oh my gosh, someone's going to get hurt. It's not that. It's that people steal the money. You want to immediately go out there and get it. But you don't. You don't take it from them. You want them to understand the fact that it's kind of like processing a dog's mind. Now, this is going to sound weird until you realize it, but when someone's just learning, oh, hey, here's some wood. Oh, I put it in there. I have a spot at the end of my road where people put their wood. I don't put it anywhere else. I have it. I mean, put the money, not the wood. Sorry. Now, I do take. Like, people can give me the wood. I post about it. But for example, I have a spot where I put the money. It's very simple, and I forgot to add this to the list. When doing this, you need someone to for them to put money. Don't get anything insane. Don't spend $50 on something when you're just starting out. When you're just starting out, get something cheap. Or for example, I just have one of the containers of, I forgot what it's called. That's not Icebox containers, is it? No. So I think it's no, not Kleenexes. It's wipes. Oh, I said that's simple. It's cheap. It's not. You don't pay anything. Well, except to get them. Then you use them. And then every time you go out there, you flip the bucket or you flip the thing, and it pulls all the water out. Now you don't have to. It's money. You just deposit, or you just put it in an area. With that money, don't deposit as soon as you get money. Wait 1 week. You want to take, so for example, my days Mondays and Tuesdays, because those are my least busiest days. Those are the beginning of the week when everyone is getting back from vacation or back from a trip. Fridays will be your most expensive, especially with 1st of July's and late after school gets out. Those are the most busiest days. I went to on near the 4th of July. I sold 3 bundles of wood. Oh no, sorry. I did 3 different transactions that day. Now with this, you don't become rich. This is not something, oh my gosh, unless you have a full-time business in this, you won't become rich. But this will bring you a lot of money for a side job. If you think about it, $200, I'm a kid, technically. $200 is enough for me to live easily. Of course, not actually, but I'm not paying for insane things. I mean, it's enough for me to be able to actually get things that I want or things that I need. So, for example, I have bought something to shave with as I'm growing up. I have bought headphones for myself to use when I'm doing chores or when I'm cutting wood. That comes in handy. I have bought in some saran wrap for me. I've bought in things like bath stuff and other things like that. I've bought in toothpaste for myself. I've bought in a piece of clothing for myself. I've bought in many of the things for myself. But I keep a decent amount in my savings. Now, right now, unfortunately, my savings are very low. Not going to say that how much, but they are very low due to the fact that I'm about to start school and I'm getting things like, for example, the headphones. I just ordered them last night because I use them for school. Plus, when I'm doing chores and other things like that. But other than that, just focus on it and have fun. That's all for today's video. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. And yeah, this is not gonna be too busy of a video. This is gonna be a very simple edit video. It's just gonna be some fast, quick spaces. And other than that, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time.